Greetings. Today I want to speak to you on the subject of how to eradicate poverty and attract abundance and prosperity. And all of this have to do with your mentality. And many people believe that it's all about money in terms of they having one mindset concerning money, and they never understand energy, vibration, and frequency. They never understand cosmic money. And the whole reason for that is because they have never been taught to look inwardly. Most of their lives, they have been taught to look outside of themselves. For example, those who grow up to believe that the Bible is a religious book and that it has to do with secular history that is pointing them to look outwardly, they have a kind of mentality that seems to embrace poverty and mediocrity. And all of that is because they've been trapped in mental slavery. Therefore, you have to exercise your mind to break poverty. And that is why there's some books I would definitely like to share with you that you would need to read to help you along the way. Now, the first book I'm going to share with you is this book called Think and Grow Rich. And this was written by Napoleon Hill. And everything that is written in this book, you can actually find it in the Bible if you really understand that the Bible is a book of mind science and should be interpreted psychologically. If you understand that the Bible is a magical book that is teaching you to discover your magical self, then you would see the importance of why it says that you must think and grow rich. Because you're told that for you to experience transformation in your life, you have to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because the Bible is all about your mind. Everything is mental. Everything is psychological. Everything was first a thought. Everything was first an idea. Everything was first imagined. That is why when you read St. John 1 and 3, that says that all things were made by him. And without him was not anything made that was made. That him is not speaking of an idol 2,000 years ago. That him is not speaking of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man 2,000 years ago. That him is a personification that represents the human imagination. That is why you need to understand, Think and Grow Rich. Those books and many other books, they were written by men who have the same understanding that I have concerning the Bible being a book of alchemy, a book of mind science, a book that is teaching you concerning energy transmutation. In other words, a book teaching you how you can create your reality consciously and you can change your life from poverty mentality to a mentality of abundance, success, good health, and prosperity. Okay, that's why I want to share this next book with you that is called The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay, and because many people have a very small thinking concerning themselves and they have inferiority complex concerning themselves, and because of their belief system, they think all of their life being small and they only satisfy for just enough. And all of that is when you are embracing mediocrity. And it goes back, as I said before, to what they were taught to believe in because of their belief system. And I cannot help but to see how it is so prevalent in people who believe in secular Christianity and people who believe that education is actually greater than their imagination. But I'm here to say to you that imagination is what creates academic education. I'm speaking from the standpoint of one who grew up in the Caribbean, where most of the people, they have a colonial mentality, and they've been kept in this colonial mentality because of their belief system, especially in secular Christianity and the educational indoctrination system that was used to keep them limited and to give them this employee mentality. But I'm saying to you, there is magic in believing in yourself, and there's magic in thinking big. So you got to think big about yourself. You got to dream big. Okay? Do not just limit yourself to just having a piece of land and a home on that piece of land and a vehicle to drive and nothing else. You got to think way bigger than that. You got to think outside of the box. That is why I'm always pointing you to look inwardly, to discover your creativity, because God in man is definitely man's imagination. And that is why I would definitely recommend this book. Okay, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. And this book has been written by me, your humble servant, that is right here. Okay, and the reason why I wrote this book is because in my country, we all have been taught through the school system to educate, to get education and get a good job. And that is what would eradicate poverty. And I would have seen my grandparents, parents, all of them been taught these same things. And yet they have never break themselves free out of poverty, because they're still bound with mental slavery. They still have the old belief system. They still have the limiting beliefs, and they still have the wrong concept concerning money. So it is very important for you to understand how powerful it is to meditate, because imagination is what creates reality, and thoughts become things, and we become what we think about most of the time. So when I speak about meditation, I'm speaking about you going into visualization. I'm speaking about you being conscious about your inner talking. I'm speaking about you going to bed every night being conscious of that which you would like to create in this world, and waking up in the morning being conscious. So you are always mindful of your inner talking and practicing mindful breathing. Okay, so all of these things are very important, and that is why you need to read, to exercise your mind, to grow and to expand. Okay, it's just like a person would exercise to build the muscles of their body. So too, you have to exercise the muscles of your mind, and reading is a very good exercise. Okay, that is why you need to know more about psychoneurobics. Okay, which is a mental way of exercising your mind. So make sure to get my book, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty, and start to practice visualization in your life daily. And when you get the results, you'll realize that results don't tell lies. Okay, and before I come to a close here concerning how you are to break the cause of poverty and eradicate poverty and vibrate on the frequency of abundance, prosperity, success, and good health by looking inwardly, I would definitely also encourage you to get this other book that is written by me. It's called Can't Be Proven Wrong by Any Christian. And if you can just look at the cover of this book, you see a tree that is bringing forth, okay, in its season. And you know the story of the fruitless fig tree. And you also know the story of the unprofitable servant. And so when you understand that it's all mental and it's all psychological, and the Bible is all dealing with your mind, and you look at nature and you realize in this book I'm teaching you the laws of nature and teaching you the divine law of reproduction that can never be proven wrong by any Christian. Because if you sow pumpkin, you're gonna reap pumpkin. If you sow watermelon, you're gonna reap watermelon. And the divine law of reproduction is that every seed and every species must and will always reproduce after its own kind. So as you sow, so shall you reap. So as you think, so shall you be. And as you continue to think, so shall you remain. So my brother, my sisters, why not think in terms of abundance and prosperity? Why not think in terms of the things that are lovely, the things that are good, the things that are pure, the things that are true, the things that will make you feel good about yourself? Why do you want to hold on to judgment, condemnation, shame, guilt, and all of these things that have been planted upon you through the religious system and the political system that wants you to believe more in the school program? more than believing in your mental faculties that you're born in this world with. So my brother, my sister, the choice is yours. You have intuition, you have imagination, you have will, you have reasoning, you have perception, you have memory. Use these mental faculties to better yourself, because you have the power to move from a place of having a poverty mentality to have an abundance mentality. And I've just given you the key. All you need to do is to look inwardly, and you will discover that the kingdom of God is within you. And when you truly discover the kingdom within yourself, nothing will be able to stop you, because all these things that you so desire will be added on to you, because you have found the key of creation, the key to create your life whichever way you want it to be. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram and you like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work because it is beneficial to you, I just want to remind you that there is a PayPal and the link is always down below. And if you feel also to be a part of my Patreon community and support this work that is so beneficial to all of humanity, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. But I want to introduce you to a course that I have there for people who are donating at least $20 or more. It's called The Inner Sun, Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's a series of videos that is pointing to look inwardly to discover the sun, the S-U-N, okay, or the light that is within you, so that you will prove Psalms 84:11 that says that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. And also to prove Malachi 4:2 that says that the Son of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wing. So if you want to find true righteousness and true healing, you got to look within to find the light that is within you. And when that light that is within you is in alignment with the light that is without you, or on the outside, I mean, okay, then you would definitely replicate the life of the sun. For whatever the sun shines upon, it brings forth bountifully. And truly, your life would definitely bring forth bountifully. And you would understand what it means when it says, let your light so shine before the world that all will see. Because results don't tell lies. So if you feel strongly to check out those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. So at this time, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.